Hello, hello. Hi, and welcome to our second live for Karidis. It's a really exciting conversation actually that we're having today. Exciting for me because it's someone that I work with already, and exciting because here she is. Oh, we got you. Hi, Kimberley. Good, thank
Hello,
you.
darling.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You're
Very
looking
good,
lovely
thank
and
you.
glowing.
Oh,
Good, good.
how are you?
Thumbs up. Yeah,
Very
exactly. That's all we
summary.
need. I was just saying how excited I am to chat to you. Even though I work with you and see you a lot of the time, it's just really exciting to be having this conversation because I guess it's new for us in terms of us talking about it quite openly now because, you've been coaching patients now since January of this year. But we're really in a place now where we can be a bit more open with it and talk about, how you are helping to transform patients' lives or support them through their journey and their transformation. But first of all, I think it'd be good for us to sort of tell people a little bit about what you do, how you came into this, because some people might know you as our clinic manager. They may have seen you previously in this guise. So if we just get a little bit of an understanding of, where you're at now in terms of your coaching.
Yeah, of course. So without going into too much backstory, what really led me to coaching, I guess, I've always had an interest in helping professions. So I studied psychology at university. After that, I kind of went into childcare protection, kind of realised that wasn't for me. Moved to London, started a diploma in psychodynamic counselling, did that for about a year. I kind of also realised that wasn't the space I wanted to move into. And then after having some therapy myself, I came across a coach, and that's kind of when it clicked to me that, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to really empower people because that's what I saw was happening for me. And at the same time, I was started, I guess, climbing the ladder in the healthcare management space. So my career really took over, which is how I came to work at Karidis Clinic in the first place as clinic manager. And I've been with the clinic since 2018, so I do have some background in the industry and understanding like patients' experience and that journey from doing that. So the pandemic came and everything got quiet, and I remembered, I had this dream to become a coach. So I took the opportunity and I did a diploma in transformational coaching with NMS Centre for Coaching, which was amazing. And then I just started coaching clients. And I've been doing that for a few years now, so my own private clients. And then I took a break and then when I came back from maternity leave, the opportunity presented itself to start integrating my skills as a coach into the patient journey at Karidis, and coming over to the patient coach role, which has been amazing because I haven't seen any other coaches doing this in the sense of coaching patients through the emotional journey. What I've seen is coaches who help people find a surgeon. So it was all really new, and I had no real kind of template to go off how this looks. But what I really learned quickly is what I do as a life coach is transferable to coaching with patients, because we all have certain anxieties, worries, those sort of emotions that show up for us in daily life. So that's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and thank goodness, really, because we're at a place now where we're getting really incredible feedback from our patients that are doing that journey with you, and are probably taking, I don't want to say taking their journey a little bit more seriously, but actually know that they want someone to support them And we offer it to every patient, right? But there's those that will dive in that little bit deeper or want to disclose more with you and take it perhaps in a different direction. But I think it would be good to understand for people as well what a typical Karidis patient can expect when they do decide to move forward with you, if you don't mind running them through.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. So after the consultation with Mr. Karidis, the patient's assigned a patient coordinator, and that's kind of their point of contact moving forward. So it will be the patient coordinator that books their first session in with me. And that is usually 2 weeks pre-operation. So in their surgical package, in their fee, they get 2 coaching sessions. One we do pre-op, and then the second one is about 1 to 3 weeks after surgery. Once that first session is booked with me, they'll receive an email from me, and that will just explain sort of what they can expect in that session. Because, you know, even though coaching's been around for a while, it's definitely new in the cosmetic surgery space, and a lot of people haven't experienced it. So they're kind of like, what is this about?
Yeah.
You know, why am I getting these sessions? So that email, and I've got a little video in there, explains exactly, you know, what to expect, what you can come with, because it's not just about your surgery. That time that we allocate, and it's a 1 hour session for both sessions, is really for that patient to use as they need.
I think you're right in saying, because, you know, I would myself be very kind of cautious in, it's something new, what do they want to know? Is it therapy? How much have I got to disclose? But actually, it's important for our patients and people that are going to become our patients to understand that, you know, this is there for everyone. And it's there for you to use in the way that you'd like to. And that could be, that's so diverse, because dependent on your procedure, right? So with something like a facelift, it's a big undertaking. There's a lot of recovery involved. And actually, you know, you might not realise initially how much support you might need down the line. You know, has said person got the mental space to sort of speak to someone about what they're going through? Perhaps they're not telling, you know, their friends and family or even a partner what they're doing. So it's important for us, and I know from experience of you speaking to me about it, that they find that voice or share in some capacity, because that's a huge part of their journey. With that in mind, kind of what type of procedures do you think commonly sort of benefit? I mean, I guess all of them, right? But is there an example of those that you found are really benefiting from the coaching?
I mean, yes, absolutely. There are some people, particular surgeries, that maybe need more support. But what I would probably say is, if you're experiencing any sort of anxiety, any worry, any guilt, a lack of support, as you've mentioned, around your surgery, then it's going to be beneficial. And not even around your surgery. If you've got any stresses in your life leading up to surgery, it's also going to be beneficial for you, because, you know, this is kind of part of the reason that we've put this in place, to really get people into a good mindset and just to be able to really release all of those things before they go ahead with surgery, because that's going to impact their recovery. In my experience, what I've seen so far working with patients, it does tend to be you know, the surgeries that, like you said, have a lot more downtime. So yeah, facelifts, rhinoplasty, I've definitely noticed in particular, down to the male chest reduction, the gynecomastia, because this is a condition people, you know, men have lived with for a long time. So there can be a lot to untangle there for them. But, you know, like you said, coaching is for everyone. And how I kind of see surgery, it's like one piece of the puzzle, right? People want to have surgery because they want to feel better about themselves. And that's a human need. We all want to feel good about ourselves. So this is just one way, and it addresses the physical, the what you can see. Coaching deals with what you can't see, what other people can't see, like the internal beliefs you have about yourself, your self-image, your self-worth. So coupled together with surgery, it can be, it can make that physical transformation amazing, where you're really going to enjoy the results of your surgery and just feel good about yourself.
Sorry to interrupt, and I think you and I have both discussed this. It's almost like to enhance, and that's what we're all about here. That's our strapline. It's like enhancing the benefits that you will have from surgery, hopefully have from surgery, but also, we can't predict how a patient is going to feel emotionally. We like to hope that we meet expectations surgically, but mentally, there's another story there, potentially. And that's what, you're there to do as well. And we say to each patient, I think I actually said this on the last live, so repeating myself, but, a patient is with us for as long as they want to be with us. So it's very much important for us, and very much the reason behind working with you, that, they are in a healthy space mentally, as well as physically. So I think it's the kind of, the holistic is what, we were saying in the last one, is where we're moving with it. If someone, sorry.
Just to add, I was going to say, just to add to that, Lucy, I think a lot of people, and this has been in my experience, don't understand the emotional and mental impact that surgery will have on them. There's kind of this idea, I'll have my surgery, 10 days later, I'll be back to it. It doesn't look like that for most people. And, if you can prepare yourself, and this is a lot of what that first initial coaching session looks like, is, what have you done to prepare? What's your expectations of recovery? And really getting people prepared for that, because if you don't know, you're going to maybe feel a bit down, feel even more anxious, feel even more worried, or, maybe a little bit depressed. It can be a real shock to the system, but to know that can come up and you have someone to talk you through that is a game changer.
Yeah, and
from what I've seen with
case studies myself, because I'm on, more of the PR marketing side, the promotional side, is that, you can be very surprised with the outcome. There will be some people that think, oh, I might need all of this, and actually it is a little bit more straightforward. It can go the other way, right? And they think, oh my goodness, I actually felt more elated than I thought I would, or, my recovery after anaesthetic was a lot better than I thought. So we hear a lot of that as well, but you're absolutely right. We're kind of counteracting the other side of it and making sure, we're there for those people. And also just for those people, I guess, that want to, they've found the coaching really beneficial, but, don't want to just shut the door on how far they've got. They want to continue. Is that a possibility for them? That they?
Yeah, absolutely. If patients want to continue, then they just need to reach out to me. I have put together a 6-week kind of coaching program to go hand in hand with their surgical experience, because, like, as I said, you can be prepared and do all the research beforehand, but you're not going to know what the experience is like until you're in it. And sometimes, like, a lot of things can come up for people. So
sorry, Kimberley,
if they need that.
I was just going to say that Stevie's actually on, who's had a, thank you Stevie for commenting, that's had a rhinoplasty with us. She's certainly underestimated, she's written here, the emotional element of her surgery. And same goes for the coaching. This is from the horse's mouth, rather than me and Kimberley, waxing lyrical. I didn't expect it to be such an invaluable part of my recovery. And that's it. That's the kind of feedback that we're hearing, right?
Yeah, absolutely, because you don't know what's going to come up for you. And, sometimes when we have these core beliefs about ourselves, and just going back to, surgery being one part of the jigsaw puzzle, when we have some core beliefs about ourselves and our self-worth, they can really show up hard after surgery and during recovery. And that's, what I found coaching can be very helpful with, to just really see through those beliefs and, you know, start to release them so that you can really enjoy who you are as a person.
And the same goes for non-surgical, right? I think, you know, similar things can come up for us, you know, be it moving forward with, it might not be as transformational, but for some people things come up when they are looking to change things about themselves. So patients have that coaching open to them as well if they're having non-surgical treatment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, coaching is for everybody. If you know, have certain thinking, certain feelings about yourself that impacts your self-confidence, your self-worth, the way that you see yourself, like I said, it can be, you know, a really great tool to help shift that thinking and shift those feelings. Because some of it's just ingrained, you know, it's like the habitual thinking that we have every day. And we just don't see that it's, you know, it's not true or it's just not useful. We get so used to the habit of it. So yeah,
and I think, you know, we're so grateful, me and you have had this conversation, and as a company that we are now in a space in society where we are able to speak about this more, you know, and that there are practices like us, I like to think we're leading the way, but that are now open to the kind of mental health conversations and not just, you know, smoothing over the cracks. Or our whole ethos here was always, you know, enhancing the identity, not changing it. And what comes with that, you know, is that, as you said, the emotional side of things as well. I just wanted to say a little hello because I gave her a wave to Maxine Dornan. She used to work with us. I haven't seen her for ages. Saw her name popped up and got very excited. So if I was smiling inappropriately, that was because of you, Maxine. So fantastic. I just wanted to kind of add for people that, you know, haven't yet moved forward with surgery. You said about having a free coaching consult, and that's available with yourself. Fantastic.
Yes,
all right.
Absolutely.
I think that's it. I don't think there have been any other questions that I've missed, but I'm just going to scroll up quickly. But obviously, if there are any questions after this, and you know, there'll be lots of people that do hop on and watch it again, please send us questions. You know, we're open and we're here. Please reach out to us. Please reach out to Kimberley. It's been so nice to chat to you in this kind of guise and have this conversation. So thank you so much. Okay.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care.
All right, darling.
Absolutely. Have a lovely afternoon. Bye, Kimberley. Bye-bye.
And you, darling. Take care. Bye.